Why is this monitor interesting? It is among very few IPS monitors which are 21.5 inches. You see sharper images on 21.5 inch Full HD screen than on a 24 or 27 inch Full HD screen. As all three screens have same number of pixels, smaller size will have more pixels per inch than bigger screens. I was confused between Dell S2216H and LG 22MP68VQ. This LG monitor is the only monitor that supports FreeSync under Rs10,000. However, you will need AMD graphic card for taking benefit of FreeSync as FreeSync is AMD technology. LG 68VQ is a 75Hz FreeSync monitor. Any step closer to 90Hz is a step to being smoother. 75Hz is halfway there. If you want to buy a monitor for its FreeSync capabilities, I would recommend a 144Hz monitor. LG has a matte screen and it is VESA mount compatible. Matte screen is a must-have if you have lot of light in your room, but I always prefer the glossy look of an iMac. LG comes pre-calibrated, not many do. Though this monitor appears good on paper, all that matters in the end is the user experience. The package contains a third-party adapter with no power cable and a HDMI cable. Sales guide through a power cable as complimentary. Many budget monitors are not VESA mount compatible, so is this Dell. Having a VESA mount is important if you are planning a multiple monitor setup in the future. Finally, I narrowed down my selection to two models, S2216H and S2218H. Naming convention of Dell monitor is confusing. E stands for budget, I guess S indicates studio, and a P means professional. This monitor has a thin bezel. However, when you turn on the monitor, you'll notice the screen is lesser by 5 mm on its perimeter. There you go. Clever design to give an impression that this monitor has a thin bezel. 16H is an older model released in 2015 and 18H is the latest monitor that will replace the 16H soon. Now the difference between these two monitors is minimal. Dell S2216H is selling at Rs 10,500. Color gamut in older model is measured as per DCI P3 and it is 98%, and the new model is measured as per NTSC and it is 72%. As per my research, it looks like DCI P3 98% is better. Older panel has a panel bit depth of 8 bits and the new model is 6 bits plus FRC. As you can see, 8-bit depth is always better. I was worried about the screen being glossy. It's neither matte nor glossy. It's a fine balance between matte and gloss. Viewing angles are amazing. Being an IPS panel, this monitor has some amazing viewing angles. Great for if you have got some friends to watch a few movies. Colors pop and are great to look at. Blacks are darker, reds, blues, greens are brighter and more vivid. In short, the brightness to contrast ratio is perfect. Tried and tested the speakers and they work great. It's good to have speakers in the monitor. I prefer to have a clean desk with not many wires lying around. S2216H has captive buttons, but the new one has the regular buttons. This is a good thing. The captive buttons tend to malfunction over a period of time. I'll not beat around the bush and tell buy that monitor if you are into design, buy this monitor if you are into movie. I'll be very precise. As older model is marginally better, in under Rs 13,000 range, I recommend S2216H as long as that model is available. Once the older model stops, go for S2218H. I've tried all the other monitors and they cannot compete with Dell at this price point.